And now it's Deborah Kobylt Live.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Deborah Kobylt Live, and please welcome Robin LaMonte, the creator of the Influencers of Midlife Summit. That's going to be taking place in Las Vegas from September 28th to October 1st this year. This is an exciting conference. Anyone who is interested in sort of rebranding themselves and taking your work, your business to the next level, this is the conference for you. I'm so excited. I'm going to be there too. Welcome, Robin.
Oh, thank you, Deborah. I'm so happy to be here and glad to see you again, even if it's on this platform.
Yeah, and we're going to be seeing each other real soon.
Yeah,
So,
we are.
yeah, let's talk about this because, off camera, everybody, we were saying we're talking about job search and how to sort of get to the next level. And Robin said, you know what? That's not this conference. This conference really is next level. So let's talk about what we're going to be learning there, please.
Well, this is a conference for women that are reinventing themselves, like I did, that I was an interior designer. And then 6 years ago, I decided as I got older, the clients were looking for the young up and coming designers. And I created a conference at 60, almost 60, for influencers that we have reinvented ourselves, that I started 6 years ago doing clothes, writing about wellness, menopause, things like that, that were relevant to me and women our age. And I do it on my time and on my terms, and I can be anywhere writing. So this is something that if you're looking for a job, create it yourself. That this is what I did, is that I took the, opportunity and saying, hey, I don't want to be retired and I don't want to sit around. This is something that I'm doing for me and I'm passionate about it. Things about being passionate is you get up in the morning and you're excited, just like you. You're excited about what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my experience was I have three sons. And when they were in high school, I thought, I'm going to be ready to sort of getting back out there again. And I was a network correspondent. I was a TV personality here in Los Angeles in the mornings. I was a reporter. And I thought, oh, my goodness, do I really want to do that again? Because I could have. There was space. I could have gone back to the network. And I thought, geez, I don't really know if I want to be traveling on their schedule. Let me figure out what I could do with mine. So I found that space online. And I just decided to stream my own show with actually what interested me. I enjoy interviewing authors. I enjoy interviewing, women that are doing incredible work in their communities. So I too grew something. And to be honest, I wasn't quite sure what I was doing. I just did it. Right. But that's sort of the thing, take your skill and run with it. Right. Or a new skill. Right. So we're going to be talking about that at the conference. Correct.
Yes. Because a lot of women don't have the tools to do what I do. And so they're coming to the conference. We're going to talk about writing. We're going to talk about how you put yourself out in social media. It isn't just about taking a picture of yourself. Content is so important. There is so many layers that go into the selfie. And I work with brands, so they are looking at us and we're so relevant for so many brands out there. I've done work with brands that target us, menopausal women, people who talk about bladder leakage, hair loss, things that are relevant. And so they're finding us and we're no longer invisible. And I think that's what's really cool, because I'm 66, that I'm relevant at 66, even though I'm on social media, but the brands are looking at us going, hey, I want to work with her. So how do you start doing what I do? And that's what the conference is about. And we have significant number of influencers and agencies that will be speaking and talking about the tools and the tricks, all our tricks and traits, like how do you get started? I write a blog, which also draws an income. So I'm making money. So how do you make money doing what I do is what we talk about. And it's also important that our keynote, Cristina Ferrare, is coming, and she has reinvented herself. And you have to realize that age is just a number, and it's what you want to do. Follow your passion and find your tribe.
Christina is someone that I've always looked up to. She's a magnificent cook. She's an incredible TV host. a beautiful model. And each step of the way, she has reinvented
Yes, she
herself.
has.
I am so excited to have her as our keynote. That's really, really incredible. But you can be in any field, right? Because basically, you have many brands that you highlight on your page, but it could be something different. Let's say you're interested in starting something about travel.
There's some big women that are food bloggers and travel bloggers. And what
Right.
we're finding is hotels are finally recognizing that we have the discretionary income over 50, that if
Yeah.
I say a luxury hotel, my followers will actually go to that hotel versus the younger people can afford those hotels. So they're finding us as a significant group.
Well, it's a big wide world out there, right?
That's
And an influencer is not just 20, 25, or 30. I mean, we're all over the place. And you're right, we do have some discretionary income. We're interested in looking fashionable. We're interested in doing our hair, jewelry, you name it. And it's a huge segment of the population that in the past very much sort of just fell off the cliff, right? I mean, advertisers would say, I think back in the day, it was like if you were over 35, the advertisers didn't want you. And it's like, you know what? They're just going all the way up to 85, 90. I mean, because they're now targeting older travelers, or as you talked about, leakage or certain, medical issues. You can do it, whatever it is you're interested in, any of it. I have a friend who's become quite successful, and she has an online business teaching music. There's just so much that you could do. So what are some of the tools, especially with AI, that I know that we're going to be talking about and learning?
I think what we're going to have is a serious discussion like, are we relevant? Because you're seeing in the medical profession how AI benefits. I've been watching the news, and you see all the people that are suffering from Lou Gehrig's disease or have something, and they taped their voices. And now when they've lost their voice, that is wonderful. But how does it affect actors, us? How do brands look at us and saying you're still relevant when it's very easy to use a mechanical tool? And that's something we're going to talk about. And for us, I think AI won't have impact because people still look at us like, if I represent a brand and I say, hey, I'm wearing XYZ, women will look at me going, she looks good in it, I'm going to go buy it. I don't know if AI will do that. I mean, we saw that, digital age is great, but I still think people want the real deal. And I think that's so important right now.
Yeah, I think it's very important too. We're going to have to all figure out this AI thing. It's got great value, but we also have to keep the humanity in too. But it's good to know what's coming, so we can educate ourselves. But let's talk also about the weekend, because this is going to be fun, people. We've got people coming from all over, from coast. We've got people coming right from coast to coast.
That's right. We even have them coming from Canada. Yeah, we got them crossing the border.
I think that's fabulous. So talk to us about some of the activities. How many days is the actual conference? What are some of the dinners and activities planned too?
All right, so let's get started. We start the kickoff on Thursday, and we'll have an dinner welcoming at the Paris Hotel, which is our host hotel. And then the conference really starts Friday and ends Saturday at noon. So all day Friday, you've got 10 speakers, lunch will be served, breakfast. And then we go over to Giada's, which is another female-owned business, which I love promoting. I think anytime you've got a female-owned business in this male world is so cool. So we'll go to Giada's on Friday night for dinner. And then Saturday will end at noon so that the women can take a break, maybe do spa, or like many of the influencers there, we'll be shooting content because Vegas is such a cool backdrop. Then, and then we're going to go to the Bee Gees, the Australian Bee Gees show, and then end it with a dinner. And then Saturday or Sunday, we'll say goodbye to each other. But it's really a networking, and it's really social media has made us connected like no other platform. That I probably have 2,000 women that I adore who I've never met. and that I know, when their parents are ailing and they put themselves out there for support and mentoring, like I do a lot of the women. And now we're connecting, and it makes such a, like when you and I met, when that was 2019, when you and I met in California, we became best buddies. Then we did the podcast back then. So now we're back again because we're friends and we have so much to share. And it's not, promoting a conference. It's really meeting women who share the passion, that are making a difference in their lives, finding something that they find joy and make money from. So this is cool.
I want to be clear with people. It's not easy, right? It's scary.
Oh, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. It's scary. You could do this on any budget too. You really can. You can learn how to promote yourself on any budget. That's a great tool, really, by having, get your phone out. You got a phone, you can do it. If you can write a synopsis of what you're doing, you can do it. Don't be afraid if you think you don't look terrific. Just get yourself out there, and you're going to show us the tools on how to do it. Regardless of the business that you want to start or what you want to do, you can do this. Because I know a lot of times you look online and, somebody looks like they've got it all together. I mean, someone will say, oh, what an incredible post. It looked amazing. And I'm like, oh, please, if you only knew what went into it. I had to spray my hair. I had to do this. I was feeling awful. I was limping, just everything.
Yeah, a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, but you can do, because I want to give people that incentive not to feel intimidated, because this is not the place to feel intimidated. This is the place to ask questions and learn.
Yeah. And like, we have newbie. I mean, there are women that are coming that are just new to this social media and writing blogs and maybe being a female on top, So for them, they need, to understand photography, that we're talking about content and captions. We're talking about, you don't look what's around you. Just like before I shot this, I actually went around my home to go, okay, this is good lighting. It's lighting, it's content, it's photography that you just can't, and it's true, you can't really just shoot. You have to, not like, for me, I don't have work done. So there's a whole audience out there that doesn't have work done. And
do you mean here?
Yeah. I don't either. It's okay to be.
I don't either. And I want, and I want to, and I'm always thinking, should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? Should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? The main reason why I don't, just to get a little personal, I don't want to end up looking weird, because there's some of those people who just look weird. And then there's some who look phenomenal. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to figure it out with what I got. Yeah. So, and then there's some women who want to do that. So I'm with you. And it's like, if you haven't done anything, you got to try and figure out the lighting. Lighting can be very simple, people. If you knew what lighting I had, you'd laugh so hard, you wouldn't even believe it.
Well, then you'll have to share that at the conference.
I could almost, go ahead. No, I could almost show you, but I'm not going to do it. I'll save it for the conference.
No, save it for the conference. And that's why we want people to come, is like, it's very simple, but when you're working with the brand, there's things that you have to follow, the FTC guidelines. You just can't go out there and do things without guidelines. And that's the tools and the tricks that we're teaching, is that, yes, now what? Do you have a media kit? Now what? How are you reaching out to work with companies? Yeah. You just can't do it. You have to show them why you want to work with them, that your audience is relevant for their brand. And it's a lot of work. It's just a lot of work.
That is very, very important. We also talk about web design. We're going to talk about that too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all of it.
Yeah, everything. I think it's kind of like how to make money at home, because we don't have to go to an office. That I make over 6 figures doing what I do. And there's a lot of women, I'm not retired, but I do it on my time, that I can sit down and write something and post it. I'll shoot today, because I have makeup on, I'll shoot 8 outfits. So those are the secrets that we talk about. It's not like you're getting dressed every day. I don't wear makeup every day. So because I'm with you, I'm going to go shoot, because got makeup on. So I'll finish
Oh,
shooting 8 outfits for different companies.
oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
So people, please join us. Please, anything else you want to say, Robin, that you want people to know about our conference, how they can get in touch with you to sign up for the conference and all that?
Well, all the tickets are online. Eventbrite carries the Influencers of Midlife Summit tickets. There is a website, myinfluencersofmidlife.com, that you can go, and the tickets are there. We have a block of rooms. They're going quickly. So if you really are excited about joining us, please. And if you're in Vegas, you don't have to get a room. Just come and join us. We have daily tickets for those of you who are in Vegas. And then we have the all-inclusive, like what you're attending, that it's meals are included, the whole event is included, but there are people who just want to come and hear us talk. That's the daily ticket. This is for beginners, and it's also for, I call us the senior class, that we already have been doing this for 6 years, but it's nice to get together and pick each other's brains and talk about what works for us, what doesn't work. We have the panels that we'll be talking about, things that for beginners, they're going to love it because they'll be writing down everything that we talk about. And then this people like myself, we need to understand, we're talking about gifting, because too many brands are giving us clothes. They don't want to pay us. Guess what? We have to figure out that at my level, gifting isn't something that I want to do, that I have 111,000 followers and you want to send me a shirt for $24? No. So we talk about that. And it's hard. It's a hard sale because a lot of people will take all the free stuff. Then you have to put your foot down when you get to a certain point saying, I'm not making any money, because all you're doing is taking gifted product. And that's not the value that you bring to a brand, which is, now we have to kind of stand united. And that's where we sit and talk about it. It's very blunt and it's very honest, saying at the end of the day, I don't mind doing gifting, but I won't do it for 3 years in a row. They have to realize the value that we bring, because it's free advertising. So,
yeah. Robin LaMonte, I'm so excited for our Influencers of Midlife Summit. People, it is from September 28th until October 1st. Please come join us. I'll be there. Robin will be there. Oh, some great speakers, incredible speakers that you've got lined up, which is also on your website. And who doesn't want to come and hear Cristina Ferrare?
That's right.
That is exciting, people. I am thrilled. Right. When you told me she was our keynote, I thought, oh,
isn't that
great.
Nice? Isn't that nice that we've all reinvented ourselves after midlife? And that's what this conference is about.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Please look up the conference. Please join us. We're going to also have a whole lot of fun. So we're going to learn, what to do in our next step in life, how to make some money, how to have some great fun. And it's really going to be an incredible, incredible weekend. So thanks so much for joining me, Robin.
Well, thank you, Deborah. I can't wait to see you in person.
I know. And come as you are, everybody. Okay. Like even I'm thinking, oh gosh, I put on a couple pounds. So what? Let's just come as we are. Right. And come, learn, share. Yeah. Come, learn,
be inspired and be inspired.
Yeah. All right, everybody. So you will find our interview with Robin LaMonte on YouTube, Facebook, and also on Instagram. And then we will cut up some promos about our interview. And as an audio podcast, you can find our interview on iHeartRadio, on Apple Podcasts, Amazon, and anywhere that you get your podcasts. Just put us in there. Deborah Kobylt Live and Robin LaMonte, and you'll find us. So we very much look forward to seeing all of you in Vegas. Reach out to Robin, reach out to me. We'll have anything you want to know about it. We'll let you know. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us. And I really hope to see you in Vegas on September 28th. Bye-bye.
Bye.